morning.
Good morning. Welcome to the Ooh Pod.
Where we are overly obsessed, unsung, and underground.
Underground.
And we embrace our unsung and underground artists. We love y'all. It'd be no
Yeah.
us if it was no. First of all, let's let's get
First,
right into
let's get into it. Let's get into it, honey.
y'all showing
Listen,
off.
y'all showing
Y'all showing
off,
off.
okay?
Y'all showing
Okay.
off.
Really? No, really.
Reed, why they showing off? The Upadas, y'all real loyal.
They are loyal, So the reason why y'all showing off for real is because I know y'all kind of sick of the song Hours and Hours, but I still love it. I'm still playing it. But y'all still playing it too because our downloads are off the charts. We have, as of today, 465 downloads for Hours and Hours. And I mean, this is crazy.
I don't even know what to say. It's like, wow.
Yeah.
Do you think it's because we had explicit content in that episode? Well, we got explicit content in all.
I mean, it was kind of explicit though, because we don't never talk like that. But I mean, we had to get it out. We grown, so
right. We 35.
It's like if we had people listening from Mexico, India, Iran, Philippines, South Africa, Peru, Honduras, Colombia, Nicaragua. Do I need to go on?
No, girl. No. Africa. We got some Africans in there.
Yeah, girl. I ain't seen. Wait a minute. I'll go to So Ecuador, Argentina, Guatemala, Dominican Republic, Venezuela. Yeah, we got Kenya, Bolivia, Pakistan, Ghana, Panama, Ethiopia, El Salvador, Germany. I mean, girl, no, this is too much.
Yeah, it's Jamaica, a lot. Yeah.
I mean, the list goes on. I just can't.
But at the end of the day, the United States on top. I mean, it's even amazing, like to be able to reach not for nothing, but to reach out of the country. But even like in our country, California, people from Texas, people from Michigan, like it's a good feeling. It is affirming to us. So, thank you. Thank you. Thank you for listening. And just keep sharing it. I think that's really what's important. I think that's kind of what's happening, honestly. It's people are sharing our content. Even when we look in Instagram and we see the shares and stuff like that, it's just like it just means that you guys really do love what we're doing and our content is good enough. So we appreciate you so much. Thank you.
So I'm just so excited. That made me girl like
it's beautiful. Okay, so any updates before we get into this thing?
No updates. Just give the daggone Kanye song. Can't nobody tell me nothing.
Speaking of Kanye, he's supposed to be coming out with
Donda.
Well, no, the documentary on Netflix.
Oh yeah, that's true. That is right.
3-week event, and I'm super excited. What is your opinion about like Kim and Kanye and having his daughter on? I mean, having their daughter on social media and what's going on? I 100% agree with them. I think like in general, the government and they're trying to remove the nucleus family and having a mother, father, whatever. So it's like a norm. Now, granted, no, it's not okay to feel like you're in a mentally abusive marriage or relationship or whatever, but I mean, all of no shade. Like when y'all co-parenting and we know firsthand, like you're not going to always agree with the other person. But if the father wants to be present.
Yes. Now that is crazy. That it's sad that, there's men out here that really want to be fathers and the mothers are not allowing them. But on the opposite side, it's several females out here who are trying to get their fathers of their children to, co-parent, get their child, do things with their children, and we over here struggling. But this man obviously wants to be in their child's life. Let him. Why are you keeping him away from her? Like, that doesn't make sense to me. Now, I understand with North being young, and they have a lot of stuff in the house and all this other stuff. They want their privacy. They don't want their child to be showing this and that and everything. But again, this is a new generation where TikTok, all those different platforms kids are using, they use them all the time. Technology is out. That's what they use. I understand monitoring it, yes. But that's what children are doing. You can't stop them from being a child. Like, that's what she want to do. It's not her fault that she's famous. It's not her fault.
So if she's on there, right, and you said monitoring or whatever, so if Kim is monitoring and doing what he's doing, but he's like in the long, I think he's more or less in the long run, because there are some, that's what Candace Owens was saying. Like, Candace Owens, like, so it's weird. I think my viewpoints of politics has been changing over the past year or so.
Always with politics, change always.
Yeah. Yeah, but she was just saying, there are long-term effects and it does things to you or whatever. And they know their children. Maybe they know them differently. Like Kim knows North in her way and Kanye knows North in his way. But like, that's the thing. Like, when you have conflict and it's not solvable, then what? Like, it's therapy. To just talk through it.
I need to talk and work it out. All this going over back and forth over social media ain't it.
That is not it. Yeah, that's not it.
All your business out on the street for what? Don't nobody else need to know that.
And that's the thing. And I'm like, not to bash the Geminis. I love y'all. I got a whole camp of them in my life. But let's get into the Gemini. No, let's get on the Gemini. Because it's like, it seems like with Kanye, it's this constant thing of trying to prove. Like, it's always they're trying to prove a point. Like, it's just like we not saying we don't care, but it's just like, to the extent that y'all go to try to prove a point to make you guys look like y'all have good character. But it's like, it's messed up because he is always being bashed. He's always misunderstood. And I think honestly, that could be a Gemini thing, like too, like Geminis are often misunderstood. So they really don't have no choice but trying to explain themselves. Like, what do you think about that? Like,
I don't know. Being misunderstood, I get that, but it's also something else deeper going on with him, where maybe on the flip side, stuff that we don't know and we don't see because we were from the outside looking in, and Kim's like, no, I don't want my children around that or to be around that situation and how he is sometimes. We don't know how he is behind closed doors. He might be one way out in the public, and you see how he be flipping sometimes out in the public. So what if he's like that at home?
And then just the cycle that you see displayed with him and the women. Like, he starts off with the women the same all the time. He always finds this new like hot woman and makes her like this muse and model and styles her and falls in love and takes pictures, and it's like this whole like thing. And then it's I love him so much, but I'm gonna just continue to pray for him.
I love the old Kanye back to the
everyone says that
college dropout. I can't get with the new one. I'm sorry.
But you know what Lauryn Hill said?
What?
Well, I'm just looking at all these quotes from Lauryn Hill. First of all, like, she got mad quotables. I might have to run through this real quick, but what she was saying when she was performing on, I think, Unplugged years ago, or maybe something recent. It was definitely, she was basically saying like, y'all don't know me. You won't know me. it's to a point I don't even know myself because like I'm always evolving. You will never really know me or all of me because I'm always growing. I'm always evolving. You know what I'm saying? And that's real. Like it's like with Kanye, it's like, you know, I mean, you can't put nobody in a box these days, but it's just like, yeah, like when people say, oh, I miss the old Kanye and all that, it's just like, well, he grew up.
He did, and he grew in a different direction. I mean, love him. He's a genius in what he does and everything. It's just that I can't get with it. Like I'm still stuck on the old. Like, yeah, you know how with our underground artists, like we love them in their underground artist stage, and then when they move up into that world
of fame,
we kind of like, why did they go there? Because we want to keep them there. But everybody, like you said, yes, they have to evolve, but I just want to keep them there to myself. Like that just takes me back to Eric Bellinger, you know, let nobody on
that shit.
I was like a number one fan. I still am.
You are.
But he out there now. He doing his thing. He's doing his thing.
I'm just gonna go over 3 quotes from Lauryn Hill real quick that just caught my eye, and we kind of reflect on them. So it says, we don't want people to have expectations of us, but then we have expectations of everybody else.
Ooh, that right. No. That one just spoke to me like getting goosebumps because we can take this in so many parts. We can break that down in so many parts because it's like, yeah, we have expectations of everybody, like people, our family, friends, if we're whoever we're in a relationship with, we have those expectations. And then when those expectations don't happen, we hurt. But we don't look on their side as to what their expectations are of us. We're always thinking about the other person, like of how we feel that things should go. It doesn't work that way.
It doesn't. Yeah. It's like until you let, and there's another quote that I often think about. It's just like, until you let go of expectations, you're never really living your life fully, because like you're setting yourself up for disappointment if someone does not come through and do what you want them to do, or things don't happen the way that you want them to happen. But it's a great difference between like just having, I mean, it's really, that's like standing on faith at the end of the day. It's just like, yeah, like, okay, I'm going to believe, but I'm not going to expect for it to happen. I'm not waiting and then be in disappointment when it don't happen.
And see that, I think that's another reason why I do the cutoff so quick, because I'm like, you might have set me up. You're not about to hurt my feelings at all.
Yep.
I'm gonna get through to you first. Like your feelings gonna be hurt first before mine do. You ain't about to do that.
Yeah.
Cut it.
All right. So, if everyone is a product of this society, who will say the things that need to be said and do the things that need to be done without compromise?
Ooh.
So, and I think of Kanye. I mean, I think of these people that really like stand on their own and just believe in their own thing.
Geminis.
Oh my God, I know. I'm obsessed. My daughter is a Gemini.
Yes, I know.
I know she is. So, you know, like, but even Leos, even Cancers, like 50 Cent. Come on now. Like, if he was a product of society, like he wouldn't be who he is. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, so that, I mean, that's just a beautiful thing. Like who is going to do the dirty work? Who's going to do the dirty work to make people wake up? You know? So
that's true.
And then the last one, okay, The only wealth I have to give is not material. And if you need much more than that, I'm not available.
That's me.
That's me, please. That's you.
That's me.
Dang.
Yeah, that's us. I ain't none of that. Like, give me
Yeah.
a card. Write me a nice little text message. Ooh, and I'll be like, oh my God,
Mm-hmm.
they said this to me. Like,
Yeah. So what? So I mean, I'm assuming like our wealth is really in love. Like, you know. So yeah. If you have any encounter with us, and you gonna get
ooh,
all the love.
if you in that circle, you're gonna get that love. Like, it's
Mm-hmm.
gonna be love deep, love hard.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's real bad sometimes, but you
No,
know.
it's not. Stop. But yes. But today's episode,
Let's get into it.
yes, today's episode we are dedicating it to a new gem that's been all over the airwaves, but he's no stranger to the rap game. It's Benny the Butcher.
Ooh,
Yes, Johnny P's Caddy girl.
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 I have a whole lot about him, Benny the
Yes.
Butcher.
Yes. So I guess my first question is, um, you know, have you been listening to him for some time? Where were you when you first heard the song? Like, what did he evoke? Like, how did you feel about it?
Well, to be
Mm-hmm.
honest,
Mm-hmm.
I'm just really like getting into him. I wasn't
Mm-hmm.
really into it at first. I know he's been out since 2000. Oh, he's been out for a while. But you know, it's been a lot of stuff going on. He is from Buffalo, New York,
Mm-hmm.
part of the hip hop group called Griselda.
Mm-hmm.
And he's also a part of the Black soprano family as well.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you know, this Tana,
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 yeah. Mm-hmm.
Tana talk, because Tana is, you know, it's from Montana Avenue, that's in Buffalo, New York. So that's
Okay.
where they got the Tana Talk from.
Okay.
So, you know, Tana Talk 3 was out in 2018. Now he getting ready to come out with Tana Talk 4, which
Mm-hmm.
should be coming out soon. And
Mm-hmm.
this new this banger
Mm-hmm. For
is
real.
just came out on January 28th. So, you
Mm-hmm.
know,
On J. Cole birthday.
yes. And you know, J. Cole is everything. Ooh,
Mm-hmm.
that man is everything.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna need you to relax. You got a man.
No,
And he
I'm not
got a
saying
wife. Oh,
no, I'm not saying it like that. No,
oh no.
by all means, no. I'm saying that he is amazing. Like, he's
Oh, he's
everything.
amazing
Like, the
lyricist.
way
Yeah.
that he is, his spirit, his lyrics, what he does in the community that people don't even know about. Like, J. Cole he's amazing. I went to his concert, I want to say a couple of years ago, and it took me out. It took me out. Like, his performance, the things that he says, like, it just spoke to. He is a real one. That's all I gotta say. J. Cole is a real
Truly
one.
authentic. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. There can be no other J. Cole. Like,
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
a real.
That's true. Well,
So when did you first hear about Benny the Butcher?
so I mean, I've heard of him for a long time. Like, it definitely was from like 2000, maybe a little bit like 2013, 2014. Like, I know when I definitely moved up here and just being around, you know, in New York, I heard it more. When I was in Maryland, I didn't even really know he existed.
That's what I'm saying.
But when I came up here, just being with people I was dealing with, talking to, like, they would play Benny the Butcher. But I first knew about Griselda through name, the one that created it, Westside Gunna. And I actually found out who he was through Erykah Badu and Jill Scott, because they listened to him.
Yeah.
And I think like Erykah Badu had did something on Instagram one day and like featured his song in her post. And that's how I was put on to who West Side Gunna was. And when I checked him out, it was just like, dang, his sound is vicious, his cadence, because he has a really high pitched voice or whatever when he rap. And but I saw his gear, like I was, obviously I'm in fashion, but he was just wearing all of these like name brand things, but they were very like they were crazy but subtle at the same time. So like his gear and the way he dressed really caught my attention. So that's how I got put on to the whole team or whatever. So him, Conway, and Benny, obviously they're all family. But Sanaa,
they say.
yeah, but ironically, it's so funny because she listens to everything we do. Like she loves Wiz Khalifa, she loves all these people. But one of her favorite songs is One Way Flight or something like that from Benny the Butcher from the Burden of Proof EP, I think. So yeah, he gets played in the house. He do.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So when this dropped, it was just like, oh, he out there. Damn,
he
like
out there. Yeah, he really out there. And to think that this song is really to reference his dad's Cadillac, like how he used to ride as a little kid, how he used to ride in his dad's Caddy. And that's when he first really got introduced to music and when he started getting into the love of music. So that's like, that's amazing.
And it's beautiful that you're seeing the Black father and Black son, like, seeing, because you don't really see that in hip hop. People don't really talk about it. So to have a visual of it, because on the cover of the single, it's him, pretty much his father, who is Johnny. What is his last name? I think it's Pinnock. That's where the Johnny P come from. He's on the cover of the single. So it's beautiful to see like a Black son and Black father. And he did quote in interviews that his father has inspired him, like he is an inspiration, and they do have a close relationship. So that's
that's a plus, because our father inspired us with this as
for
well.
Sure.
So, like, definitely in music.
Yes, we love you, Daddy.
Yes. Oh my gosh.
Yes. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that was really unique before we go into the lyrics. What I did learn too, as a tidbit, because I went through Genius obviously to kind of like break down, but it was quoted that I think either through an interview or something like that, but Johnny P also could be a reference to do you want to ride in the backseat of Caddy, because the actual person that was singing it, his name was Johnny P too. Yeah, so I was just like, oh, that's vicious, like that's tight. So
yes. And then also you had found out about sampling from Dexter Gillen.
Oh yeah. So yeah, first of all, I mean, of course, music head, we gonna listen and see what the samples are, but the sample has actually been used multiple times. The co-producer, the main producer of it was Alchemist, who was fire and classic. We talking about Nas, we talking about real like historian hip hop like creator. Alchemist. So he did this, but J. Cole also used this sample twice, I think. Yeah. So it makes sense that he's on this song too, but it came from 1976. That joint is fire. Got the little jazz in there too.
Mars.
Yep. So that's yeah. So yeah, let's get into it. Tana Talk 4. That shit means a lot to me. Know what I mean? This shit don't feel as good as it look. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I'm straight though. This street shit made me what I am today. Niggas know I went so hard for this shit. I deserve this shit. The butcher coming. Ugh.
He was like, so basically, he trying to let people know, like, you better celebrate my success, because look what I'm doing. Like, I've been out forever and I'm finally getting my time to shine for real. So
for sure,
we ready for it.
Right.
Talking about that this ain't about this story ain't about rags to riches, more about how I master physics.
Mm-hmm.
Take me out.
Cause
So
yeah, I mean, he talks about that. He talks about that all the time. Like if you do listen to his music, he does address rags to riches, but now he's just like, look, now I'm telling you how I got in this rap game. Like,
how his success, like this is how it happened. So he's saying in the game, I used to train like Rocky catching chickens. I was nice, but they was right when they told me that rap's a business.
Yeah. And they was right. I mean, I'm assuming he also talking from, speaking to his cousins because his cousins put him on. So Westside Gunna and Conway or whatever, but they've been rapping before he was in and out of jail and all that good stuff.
Then he got shot in the parking lot at Walmart. Like it's been, he had a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah. So like he was like any other person, honestly, that is like in and out of jail because he been in and out of jail since his 20, like from his teens to his 20s. But he's saying rap is a business. I mean, of course, he's used to the drug game, the drug business, but they're like, nah, like you could do the same thing in the rap game.
You could do the same thing in rap. You got to treat it like a business as well. But this business is legit.
It's some shady business too. It's some good business and some shady business too, just like the drug game.
It is. So he said, I had 10 bands in my stash when I passed over $500,000. Come easily, no good. Don't be surprised I outlast these niggas. So basically in this, he was also talking about he kind of uses this song as an opportunity to diss other people as well, his unnamed rival. I'm not gonna mention no names. But he was like,
I don't know. I couldn't even tell you.
Equally successful, but in reality, that person is just posing. Like, I'm doing this for real. Doing this for real.
Right. It looks like they put out a smash, then they gone in a flash, admit it, and then they make tracks and disses like that's gonna add up the digits. Fuck you doing? They showing fake racks and pictures like that's gonna attract bitches.
See, this is what he's saying.
So yeah, I'm immediately, I mean, of course, I immediately go to, not saying that's who they talking about, but I'm just thinking about like people like the Migos or even other New York people or whatever. Like because Buffalo is not necessarily the place where you think, oh, that's where like lyricists and good rappers are gonna come from. But it reminds me, if I'm not mistaken, it reminds me of Wu-Tang Story. You know what I'm saying? They were from Staten Island. Like people was just like, who are these niggas from Staten Island? If you ain't from the city, then you ain't nothing. So I think he really talking to everybody that's coming out here saying like, you from Buffalo, or who are you? And flashing fake stuff or whatever, but he been in the game and it's real. Like it's just when you authentic and real, you know what it is. Like there's this certain pride that's just like you ain't got to pump fake. You know what it is, you know the truth. So it says, that was really me, nigga. I ain't have to act conflicted. Only difference is I'm living and I would have whacked one of them niggas. So I never seen it. I'll definitely have to watch it later, but he was in a movie and like called Conflicted, and it's his story actually. Like so he's basically saying like I ain't have to act in that movie because it was real. It's my story.
Hey, bad let him know.
Y'all gotta watch that movie Conflicted. Support Benny. Okay.
So he gets into a lot, just more so saying, just explaining like after his drug dealing, what he was doing, and his ability to just lead that scene.
Yeah. Some of my favorite verses in this one in particular is the one that we was coming up on. Figure me walk this tightrope with the feline's agility. And it talks about just like, a tightrope, obviously being in like crazy situations or, you know, like difficult situations, but he handles it with the agility of a feline. Like, you know, because a cat clearly can walk across a tightrope like it's nothing.
And walk
So
with grace.
yeah, and walk with grace. So that's a line, that's a bar right there.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
You got a favorite one?
So my favorite one.
From his verse.
From his verse. So my favorite one is problems that I correct. Through the obstacles I progress.
Yeah.
Logical for them to feel they responsible for our success.
Ooh.
That right there. We all go through obstacles in life, but you just want to get to that place where you're able to progress and move forward and do what you were put on this earth to do. So I just think it's just, it just goes deep. You get deep to it.
Yeah, with those three men, like they come a long way, obviously, to have been doing it on their own. Like they were independent for a very long time, and I mean, technically still are. Like they're bringing up other people, but they had done a, what do you call it, like a management deal with Rock Nation. And they also had distribution deals through Shady Records and stuff like that. So I don't know, not saying it's a hit against any of the record companies, but I feel like he's kind of talking to that. Like, you know, like, yeah, you got us to the place where we can reach more people, but you ain't put in the work. Like we are who we are, and you want us because we are who we are.
We are.
So yeah, that confidence and just that. He's like, let's go.
That's a New York thing now. That confidence be there all day.
Yes.
So let's get in J. Cole lyrics.
All right.
Because you know.
All right. Let me do this one, girl. Because this actually like, the top. Well, man, first of all, I don't know if you heard, but people are trying to say that J. Cole killed Benny on his own song.
I know they were really going back and forth with that, but Benny's like, I ain't listening to none of that. He's like, listen, I put him on because of who he is and what he do. Like, ain't no beef here. Ain't no beef here.
And that's and that's the thing. It's just like, I mean, clearly, like he's going to spit bars. He's a rapper.
He's a rapper. That's what he does.
That's his job. So so yeah, like I mean, J. Cole definitely, and I say he did kill it, but he got plenty of these on any other tracks or any other features. So this ain't new. Yeah, this ain't new, but clearly he talks about this in
and he ain't new to this. He true to this,
girl. So on the night I was born, the rain was pouring, God was crying, lightning struck, power out, the sparks was flying, the real ones here, the young boy that walked with lions. Oh my God.
He just started off just killing it.
Yes, it's like, but what I love about this, like, even though both verses do create that imagery, like this is like a story, like storytelling to the core, like storytelling to the core. So that's why a lot of people like it, because you're using just great words together and just like creating that image.
And that's in rap altogether. Majority of the rappers are telling a story. A lot of people, like I know a lot of older generation, like, what are y'all listening to this rap for and all this other stuff? But they're really telling a story. If you really break down the lyrics like we're doing, you get to see. I mean, they might not hear it because they might be rapping too fast. You might not get it. But when you break down those lyrics and you start listening to what that rapper is talking about, then you're like, oh, okay. I understand. I get it. I'm feeling it. So yeah.
Remember, did you see we definitely gonna post it, but did you see the little meme that's going around, or the little video of the guy? He was doing the tape recorder and writing down Mason.
Girl, that was me. Damn. If I ain't have a whole lyrics book, I was stopping, rewinding. Like, don't tell me about that Timberland and Magoo. You know, they used to rap too daggone fast. I know the whole thing front to backwards, especially
which one?
Oh my God.
What, off of lightning? No. The time.
No, that first one.
Up jumps the boogie.
No, hold on. He'll be like, Missy Sanger Jenga, why I connect the tangle, Jenny ride on, Moni put Tony in the check the riddle, got your girlfriend hot a little, thinking that she thinking, but she only just to tickle to your man. Girl, I could go on and on. I know the whole thing, like that whole song. I know it frontwards and backwards. I was stopping, record, like
love to love you. Oh my
love to love it. Yes, stopping it, writing it down. I can say that whole Dang, everything.
That's crazy.
And don't let no new stuff come out. And I'm recording from the radio on my tape. Don't play, because we had all of it. We had all the jams. Like, that was it.
Yeah.
That was it.
Yes. Oh my God. That nostalgia. Oh my God. That is vicious.
Takes you back.
I know. Those are the days. Okay. And then he's like, around outlines of chalk where the corpse is lying. Basically saying like the rap, like this amazing. Yeah. Of course, I'm trying to revive a sport that's dying, but the guns and the drug bars that y'all relying got these nerds thinking that y'all niggas hard as I am. Like,
because he don't have to speak about that. He don't have to talk about none of that.
Mm-hmm. But that part could have been the part that made people think that he was going on Benny in his own song.
J. Cole ain't that type person.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just telling them, like, yeah, you don't have to talk about that.
Right.
Y'all, all these new rappers out here talking about guns and all and drugs and this, that, and the third. You don't have to talk about that to be rapping.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But that just mean I ain't as comfortable as y'all. Oh, with lying. Stretching the truth. No, I never stress in the booth. He don't. He go in there and do his thing. That's it.
That's where he lived, girl.
Yes. They feel the pressure. Me, I feel like I just left the masseuse. How I'm skating on these records is proof.
Could you imagine? Just black. Black. He had the motherfucker. What's that joint in Atlanta?
He had dang, what is it called?
I'm gonna be down there at the end of the month. What's I forgot.
It's at the tip of my tongue too.
Yeah, we it's too early.
Yeah.
Okay. Keep going. Cause he going in. Oh my
God. So I put your favorite rapper neck in a noose, never letting them loose. Whole world, the heat blast through your speaker. He the last of the Mohicans, no weaklings, last in my sneakers. Niggas want me on a song. He gonna see the wrath of the rapper. I'm probably gonna go to hell. Oh, of the Reaper, sorry. I'm probably gonna go to hell if Jesus asks me for a feature.
That right there is another line that could have had people thinking that J. Cole was trying to go for him.
But he not.
Yeah, but no, but I mean it's just ironic. It's so yeah, man, if he going to hell, oof, Lord Jesus. But so yeah, we can keep going, but which one was your favorite?
So my favorite with him is all of them say no, but my favorite is just what I just read. Just that he's effortless, like
yeah. Like, and towards the end, that's the kicker. It's like because he did address that. It's like headshot now go and ask the best rappers that die. They tell you he never lied.
Done. Drops the mic. Boom.
Your camera really had the effect, like
yeah. That's it.
That was a great song.
It is.
Y'all, if y'all haven't heard this, which is unbelievable to me, but if y'all haven't heard this is a great song, y'all. Johnny P's Caddy definitely talks about like the height of success in both of their lives. They're just like great at what they do. And I feel like I like the fact that it does show, because Benny, where Benny is, all love, no shade, but he is where J. Cole was. You know what I'm saying? Like taking under other people when ironically under like The Rock. I mean, Jay-Z, I mean, just he just knows music. So I'm glad that, you know, these people are all under him, because it just gives him more like he's amazing for who he is, because he knows talent. But nonetheless, it's just like that's the cause and the effect, you know what I'm saying? Or like the beginning and the end. Like where Benny is now is definitely where he's gonna go, where J. Cole is. So congratulations.
On a different level.
Yeah.
Different level.
Yeah. Congratulations.
I don't think people ready. They're not ready.
Yeah, but they better get ready.
They better get ready. Yeah. Say they better get ready, because he here.
Yeah.
He out there doing it.
For sure.
I just wish him much success, and hopefully he keep going and straight and narrow path, you know, keep it pushing.
Yeah. But so yeah, that was our song for the week. Y'all go run them numbers up, play them over 100,000 times. But hopefully, for all of our listeners and upcoming artists, unsung and underground, that y'all can learn something from this episode too. I think it's important just to get back to what you're saying is important. Like even the music in general is amazing, it's different. The sample is just a classic. And just going in there with confidence, like you the best. You know what I'm saying? So
and who gonna love you but yourself?
I'm just trying to tell you.
You gotta love yourself first, always. Like don't listen to what nobody else say. You do your own thing. Just do it. Just do it. From all the different artists that we had, all the different interviews that we have done. That's the main thing that has stuck with me, just them saying, just get out there and do it. Like don't let nobody stop you, don't let nobody influence you and saying that you can't do it. Just do it.
Yeah.
You never know where it will take you. Look at the pie. Look at the just do it. Like it's good. It's gonna be success at the end.
So yeah, and
keep on sharing,
liking. Keep on sharing, liking, posting, commenting, and also and what we'll be doing a little bit more throughout the next month or so is going live. We apologize for all of our people that were expecting us to go live with E. Sampson last week, but something came up. We couldn't do it, but we're gonna come back. We'll keep you posted on when we will be doing some lives with some artists that we know. Give you some updates. People are looking forward to that.
I know. We ready for these lives. They're gonna be real live.
But yeah, so we ending this thing.
Yes, until music next time.
Peace.